And off we go from Denver. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now a first carry here for Robinson. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Powell's throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. On first down, Howell. They'll let this go for the end zone. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Broncos are going to get possession here as they force the opening drive turnover. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. But I'm with you. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
And he'll be taken down at the 18. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They're going to look to throw. This complete to Langford. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. It's a gain of 35.
It's not a surprise when you read scouting reports and watch tape because you know he's a heck of a player. But he is so difficult to get down in the open field. They just want to get him the ball and let him do his thing.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. They'll try to let. Now the ball comes loose. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Escapes the defender. 20, 10. And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. Now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Gibson not going anywhere. He'll lose a couple back to the 6. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
The short field shrinks even more with the type of bodies they brought in on that play. Those extra tight ends, they weren't able to secure their blocks, and that one ended up going backwards.
2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Howell down to throw it. Being chased out left. And he's just going to throw this one out of bounds here. Nowhere to go with it. Incomplete.
Well, sometimes an incompletion is the right play. And he showed that he's learned from his earlier interception on that throw. Instead of forcing it, he just tossed it away.
Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll try to run it with Gibson. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4. Give him a couple on the run there, and now they're in that in-between area here on 4th and goal. Well, if this defense can hold them to a field goal here, what a win that would be.
Not just a win on the possession, but psychologically take over the ball game. This started with 1st and goal, so they were in 4-down territory right from the beginning. I say you finish it off and go for the touchdown.
So golden field position there squandered as they can muster only a field goal.
Yeah, you were gifted a 1st and goal situation, but I have to give credit to the defense. They were brought out in a really tough situation, so give them credit for holding them to 3. That's a pretty nice accomplishment.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They fumbled the last time they had the football. Fortunate that it only led to a field goal. 3-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. On the move to his left. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. They'll look to throw here. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
That'll wind up being a 50-yard punt, though they do get 10 back on the return. And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Slings this deep from McLaurin. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Pat Surtain. And the Broncos are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Well, to me, it's pretty simple, and it's fairly obvious, isn't it? He's got to start making better decisions with the ball.
That's now 2 interceptions in the first quarter. After interception number 1, there was a long talk on the sideline. And now he's made another mistake.
Yeah, he's just been kind of laying these passes out there. He's kind of been floating them a little bit. He's got to be more decisive in his reads and definitely more decisive in throwing the ball. Rifle it in there every now and then.
And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. This defense for the Commanders is terrific last week in the season-opening victory.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there, and they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
2nd and 3. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. And some room to work. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 48 yards.
This is what made the West Coast offense a staple around the NFL in the 80s and 90s. You don't have to push the ball deep downfield to come up with big plays, and there's an example of that right there.
Back to throw now on 1st down. It's caught. Here's Langford. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. On 2nd down, it's Bass, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Facing a 2nd and 6 from the 8. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. He'll look to throw. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Garabay's kick is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. Well, they got the turnover and were able to drive it down, Charles, but ultimately in the end, the defense holds up, and they only come away with the 3 points.
Yeah, they gave up a lot of ground, but when they had to, they settled in and prevented the interception from leading to 6 points. Because you never want to see turnovers turn into any type of points against you, but better to give up 3 than 6.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
Powell. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Well, partner, I guess that answers the question about whether they're going to sit on it or not.
It does. Now we'll see if they try that again.
Yeah, I think what we find on plays like that, when you take that shot, if you're unsuccessful, then you go way more conservative to finish the half, you know? I think that's the way they'll go.
And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. 3-3, a tight one after one on EA Sports. The Broncos going dime. 2 extra defensive backs for 3rd down.
Playing pass all the way.
A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll be taken down, losing yardage back at the 9-yard line. Here's Tressway now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. And returning it, here's Hamler. 21 yards. Well done on the return. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big pickup of 38.
They started this drive with terrific field position, and it's going to get even better after that play. Had great options with where they started, so they decided to press their advantage, and it paid off.
Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 1. middle they go. It's Bass, and he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. A great play there. His first touchdown of the new season. And the Broncos have taken the lead. An extra point up and good by Garibay. And the lead is now 10-3. Garibay back out there now to send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Just a lone field goal for him so far, trailing 10-3 as they come up 1st and 10. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Yeah, another negative play in an early down situation. This one to start the drive. You're putting a lot of pressure on your quarterback to bail you out when you're in 2nd and long yardage.
Dancing to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
Certainly not the way they drew it up in the playbook, but that's why they love this guy back there. He sees things breaking down, and he's more than capable of finding an escape route and still getting a decent gain.
Got this complete to Jahan Dotson. And he's going to have a Commander's first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
Charles, he doesn't seem to be particularly in tune with his receivers, just 2 for 7 throwing the football, but he did seem really locked in before the game.
Yeah, and that has to do with receivers sometimes. Sometimes the defenders knock them off their routes, and you're usually pretty precise. 1, 2, 3 cut, balls out of his hands to the receiver. In this case, might be off by a half step either way. They've got to find a way to get back in sync.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. Straight ahead, Gibson. And nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Howell. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the 1st down. A nice pickup there, 10 yards.
It was starting to become a game for him to forget with the interceptions, but that's a step in the right direction. Not only did he choose to run it instead, but he saw the field well and made a nice pickup to get a new set of downs.
Tackled by Bradley Chubb, the number 5 pick in the 2018 draft.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Howell, he'll look to throw it. The throw complete to the tight end, Tunyon. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. Mark that as a gain of 16 to set him up 1st and goal.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very...
And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his first rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. The extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And some room to roam now. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary, and that led to a really nice gain.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter. An extra man here in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. He finds his man complete. That's Bass. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. Garabay's kick is good, and they will take the lead at 13-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Sly able to put this one through, and that will do it for this first half. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Out quickly to Judy. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. They'll run on first down. Bass, 43 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or up.
He'll be brought down by the Broncos. It's a sack. Jalen Phillips, the former first-rounder, getting in there for the sack. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Down to the 41.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down.
Hindsight is 20/20, partner. Maybe they should have kept it on the ground again.
Well, it almost looked like the O-line was run blocking again. I mean, they opened up a big hole last time. This time they opened up a hole, and the quarterback got sacked. Powell's throw into the hands of McLaurin. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. And that is going to sail wide right. It's no good. And we will remain tied here in this 3rd quarter. Well, close game, 2nd half. You obviously hate to leave 3 out on the field.
Especially in a game like this when you know points are hard to come by. That was one of their best opportunities so far, and they come away with nothing.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. Give them a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8. They'll set up a throw. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now back to throw. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football.
So rare to see any quarterback toss back-to-back interceptions in the NFL, regardless of status or experience. Whether it's him personally or just the offensive game plan, I think this defense is reading something out there, and they're holding the upper hand.
Powell's throw complete to Dotson. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? A gain of 3, 2nd down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. On 2nd and 7, Powell steps away to his left. He'll check that down to Gibson out of the backfield. Touchdown! Antonio Gibson. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Commanders take the interception on defense and convert it into 6 points. Extra point by Sly is up and good, and they will take a 7-point lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily when you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers.
33, yellow. Faster, ready.
On 2nd down now, it's pass. And he's going to have a Broncos first down as he gets it up past the 35.
It's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
Now this offense hoping to avoid the 0-2 start. Now they trail, but they've got a 1st and 10 here. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. Going up top. This is caught inside the 15. A huge play there for Denver. 54 yards. They'll try and run. This is Williams. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Williams will try again. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. So a little extra time to ponder this 3rd and goal as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Third and goal, and keep in mind, very possibly 4-down territory. Johnson no gain on the play that time. So a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
I know this is your spot, partner, so forgive me for jumping in, but there's no decision right here. They have to go for it in this situation. They're down on the scoreboard. How many other opportunities are you going to get?
Yeah, I'm with you. 4th quarter, like you said, down on the scoreboard. And remember here, a field goal virtually does them no good. That is caught by Williams for a Bronco touchdown. The 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
3rd and 2. Here's Howell. That escapes the sack. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Multiple defenders getting to him there for a huge loss. Here's Tressway now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So the punt rolls out of bounds, and they'll have pretty good field position here up near the 40-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. Excellent job by their defense to force the punt and provide them with this opportunity, all tied in the 4th quarter. Now a throw right side taken in here to start this drive. On 1st down, Bass. And he's got it across the midfield stripe and into Washington territory. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They'll drop to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
A field goal from this spot likely out of the question. They've got to get closer here on 3rd down. Back to throw. He's got his tight end. It's Albert Okwuegbunam. And they're going to have another 1st down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 26. Up the middle, it's Williams. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. On play action, they'll throw. Sliding out of the pocket. Complete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
From here, it would be a 45-yard field goal attempt, certainly in range, but they'll look for more yardage on third down. He'll drop to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. Garabay's kick is good, and they have taken the lead here in the fourth quarter. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
They're set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And now they find themselves trailing following the field goal. Still a good amount of time in this fourth quarter, but this drive very well could determine the outcome of this ball game. And he's tackled at the 38, but they doubled their yardage. The play started at the 19, and they gained 19. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. And they go play action with Howell. Looking for Dotson, and he's got him. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's another first down on what will be a gain of 21 yards. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
And a very determined run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 27. Good effort. Here's Howell. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, his third touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the fourth quarter.
And touchdown, and congratulations, and zero relaxation ahead of them, right? Way too much time on the clock for them to start celebrating.
Yeah, part one is done, but now on the sideline, you can already see them scrambling down there. They're getting those defensive guys ready.
Yes, you have to get those guys ready, and you also have to talk to your special teams guys. Make sure the kickoff is exactly what you want and cover it well.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. But good gain on first. Has them set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Back to throw. Throwing left side, it's complete. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead.
And I believe the referee's been buzzed. Yeah, they want to take another look at this call, and it's certainly a big one here late in a tight game. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Now a handoff up the middle. It's pass down to the 42, second down. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. He's back to throw. And the comeback may stall out. It's intercepted. Picked off by Benjamin St-Juste. And the Commanders have just about sewn up this football game. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Robinson will try to pick it up, and this is going to be a Commander's first down as he's able to take this up to the 30-yard line.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down. Try and regain some confidence, and you're right, they need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped.
Working with the lead, trying to get to 2-0. Here's 1st and 10. So a victory here for the Commanders. And it's never easy to come into Denver to win. You think all you have to deal with the altitude, but they got the job done.